welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL. And if you've been following along in this little series of videos I've been making, you will have seen that we took a bracelet that we had and we made a template. And from the template, we then made a candy stripe pattern that we then used to make a very unique bracelet. Well, today we're going to use that same candy stripe pattern and we're going to make another unique bracelet just to show you kind of how easy it is once you kind of have these things down, how quick and fast you can actually put together something new and exciting. Okay, so here we go. This is the old pattern we made, and you can see I still have like the dividing lines up there. And this is what made this so much easier. Now, in the previous videos, I sped everything up to be able to make up for the time because it took so long. In this instance, this is actually done in real time because it literally just goes so quickly. And I wanted to be able to show you guys that. Um, Again, this is what happens when you set yourself up with the right kind of tools and the right kind of stuff. Mind you, I understand not everybody has a computer. Some of you guys are watching these videos on your phone. Um, this is obviously what is, you need a computer to do this, right? I'm using GIMP. That's free software. That means anybody should be able to just download this and be able to go with it. Um, I'm not sharing these patterns because I'm really trying to inspire you guys in creating your own, right? Mind you, I'm sure that if you've been looking at this or whatever, you could screenshot it, you could do something and possibly get it. But I'm really trying to inspire you guys to create something um, completely new, something different. Now, if you remember the last bracelet, it was fat on the ends and then it got narrow, the line or whatever got narrow towards the center. This time I'm starting narrow on the ends and it gets wider. And that was, I thought, well, opposites, right? Try to do something completely different or whatever. Um, and yeah, this is because I already had the lines kind of, giving me a guide as to like when something happens. Um, it really made this a whole lot easier. It's fun. Um, you can see here, this is where like the row is only 3 knots, but it's like 2 wide in the bracelet itself. So that's kind of an interesting thing that, a little phenomenon or whatever. It's always like an odd number to get an even number going sideways. It's just is what it is. Um, and then with this one, what I tried to do, right? So this is where it gets a little wider still. Um, what I tried to do with this one was I wanted the center to be like the jewel of the bracelet, something really exciting and whatever, right? Um, and I think I managed to do it pretty good. I don't know if you saw from the thumbnail how this turns out, but yeah, this is pretty cool. Um, and I've never made anything like this prior, nor have I ever seen anybody with something like this prior. So it really is making something different. Oh, one purple too many. See, missed the row. It's so much easier to um, correct your mistakes and get it done right here in the pattern form. And see, I can see there's a purple missing. Um, then trying to make stuff on the fly. Mind you, back in the 80s, I used to do a lot of stuff on the fly, or I used this kind of graph paper that I had printed out. So I had color pencils trying to fill it all in with, which, oh my God, that was take forever. And if you made a mistake, it's really hard to erase a color pencil. So yeah, I had to really like focus on what I was doing. And mind you, it taught me a lot. I learned to be really cautious and think things through and make things easier for myself. Now I take 5 minutes on the computer and I have something completely new and exciting. And I don't know, I mean, I know that I stress the whole creating things yourself thing, um, but if you find something that you like, something that's really you know, creative and that you get whatever and you want to copy it. I get that. I mean, I've taken quite a number of images I've spotted on Instagram or whatever and made something that I thought was comparable. And there's no harm in that. You know, I just want to give you guys the tools in case you decide that that's something that you want to do as well. You want to join me with making something new, then this is how you can do it. And see, I made it wider right there in the middle, kind of a diamond shape, and made it even to both sides. I didn't go all the way out to the edges because like then the green would actually connect with the green. And I thought that wouldn't quite get it. So, and yeah, when I zoomed out, I could see the one dot I missed. So when you zoom out, you can kind of get a feel what the bracelet's going to do. And sure enough, that's what exactly happened. This turned out, in my mind, pretty amazing. This is it. So hopefully in this instance, I've once again inspired you. Hopefully you want to do something maybe similar, maybe different. Maybe you put big X's or big diamonds like that, 3 or 4 of them in the bracelet. It's up to you. So once again, I need to thank all of my Patreon supporters. You guys make this possible. I appreciate it. You guys, I could not do this without you. So thank you very much. And until next time, don't get your strings in a bunch.